Hey, there's a band on the other side of the river. I'm Vinnie, and I am testing out the Lensgo 348C wireless microphone kit. Comes with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver that goes on top of your camera's cold shoe mount. And today we're going to do a couple different tests, so it's all coming up here on my YouTube channel. So we are going to perform now a distance test. We're going to see how far I can walk away from the camera and see if you guys can still hear me. Alright, let's see. Now, something to note about this is that if I turn my back, you won't be able to hear me. So I'm going to walk backwards here, and let's see how far I can go and how far you guys can hear me. Alright, can you hear me now? You can still hear me. Alright. I can go further back. I can go. Can you still? A little bit. Okay. So if I walk a little bit forward, hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. So the camera person told me they can hear me about this far. This is a perfect day to test this out because it is a little breezy here, and we're gonna go ahead and take this off, this little windsock, and see if you guys can still hear me. Alright, so I took the little fuzzy windsock off, and probably makes it a little bit more noticeable with the wind. So does this really help or not? I think it does. Obviously there's a band, they're playing fairly loud, but I think you can probably hear me way clearer and you just hear them very minimal. So the next test that we are going to do is we are going to take a generic shotgun mic. This one happens to be from Rode. We're going to plug this in and see if it's compatible, if it works, and if it does the job done. A good situation like this, sometimes there's ducks in this river. You could hook up a shotgun mic to a boom pole and maybe get some really good ambience noise, some Foley sound effects if you like. So we're gonna go ahead and do that test right now. So for our next test, we're gonna take a Rode Mic Go, and this is a generic shotgun mic. We're gonna see if it's compatible. We're gonna plug it in, and like I said, if I brought my boom pole and if there were ducks, which there's not today, it would be really cool to plug this in and pick up some special sound effects. But let's see how well this does. Also, if you're shooting a short film or something, this would be a great alternative to shoot some dialogue. Alright, so my sound person, my camera operator is giving me the thumbs down saying they hear some kind of buzzing noise, and it doesn't really sound that good, unfortunately. So we don't know if it's the cable or the microphone itself, but this doesn't sound quite best. Now what we will do for our next test is I will hook up a cheap, affordable lavalier microphone, and what we will do is see if that sounds any better. Alright, so next I have an affordable $10 lavalier microphone I picked up many years ago on Amazon, and we're going to go ahead and plug this into the Lensgo and see how well it sounds. Lots of wind. Let's see if this helps a little bit. Alright, test 1, 2, 3. You can hear me, and what's nice about lav mics is that you can just basically clip on your shirt or jacket, throw this in your inside pocket here, hide the cable, and now you are good to go. Alright, so yeah, you guys can still hear me. That's awesome. And what's nice with this kit is that it comes with 2 transmitters, so you can essentially, it doesn't come with this wired lav mic, but you can pick one up anywhere on any camera store website or maybe even Best Buy. But what's nice about this is that if I was interviewing a subject here, or if I had a co-host and we were doing a whole show, both of us can have our own wireless mics. And it's really nice and definitely, compatible, and it's nice you can move around and you have that flexibility where you're with an XLR cable to the camera, and a lot of hosts actually prefer using a lav mic so they don't have to hold anything, and also you don't have to worry about getting the microphone too close to your subject. You can do an audio test beforehand, and that's really awesome that you could do this. And yeah, so that's the microphone test with using a lav mic hooked into the Lensgo. Something also important to note on here is that this power button is also a mute button. So if your talent is talking off camera or on camera and they don't want something to be recorded, they can just... And can you hear me now? Yes? Alright, so you can hear me now. So that is important. One last thing I want to leave you guys, which is an amazing feature about the Lensgo, is that you can actually record the audio straight to a micro SD card up to 32 gigs. Right now I have a 16 gigabyte micro SD card that I put in here, and I'll show you a close-up here. And this is the slot, and you can go ahead and pull that in, take it out, and you're good to go. A lot of times I end up finding myself in situations where I'm recording guests, and before they go ahead and get, we start recording for the show, sometimes they might say something very interesting that I will be like, man, I really wish they said that on camera, but at least you can pick up the audio now for that. And to do so, it has a little record button on here once you put the SD card in, and you can go ahead and press and hold that down for just a few seconds until it lights up. It starts flashing, and everything that I'm saying is being recorded. An issue with the Lensgo is that when I'm walking away and I turn my back, be able to hear me. But now if I have it recording internally to this micro SD card, I can turn my back, I can record, I can even go a few yards farther and you can still hear me, which is amazing if you really need to. So that is something very cool about the Lensgo. And again, like I said, this comes in yellow, white, and black, and there is a screenshot of Amazon there for you where you can pick it up, the price, and all the information, and the link is in the description where you can pick it up. So again, this is pretty cool. I think it's quite affordable because not only are you getting one set of microphone, you are also getting two. So that is great. A lot of times when I would do interviews, sometimes I'd be off camera interviewing a subject wishing that I had clear audio of me asking the questions sometimes. So it's nice, even if I'm off camera, I could still hook one of these up to me, ask my subject questions, and be able to record it like a smooth, steady, flowing interview. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And thanks again to Lensgo for this pretty awesome microphone package here. You can get your own at the link below at Amazon right now. And this right here, you're probably wondering, what is this he's holding up? Well, this is actually like the traveling case, but it also is the charger. And I'm going to open it up and show you guys. This is what it looks like. Charges with USB-C. So, hey, you can charge it overnight. You're good to go. Throw it in your backpack. Take it with you. And it's probably something I'll probably always bring with me anytime I go to a video shoot, just in case I decide I need to do an interview. All right, this is Vinny. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. See ya. Oh, listen to that wind. What we are going to do next, wind muff. That's a blooper.